Ni hao, China. Hey everyone, Hurricane Liz here and back for another video. So one of the things that I wanted to do before we continue investigating what products are the best to go after is answer a couple questions I got. The first question, and really this one's come up time and time again, what do I use? Do I use Viral Launch Market Intelligence or do I use the Sorcerer's Sheet? So what I wanted to explain to you before I tell you what you should use is first and foremost, this really comes down to expectations. So a lot of us, we want to start selling on Amazon. We've heard all this buzz, all this crazy talk about people that are making hundreds of thousands of dollars in very few amount of months. And this is where we start with expectations. So we see these people doing these great things and we automatically assume and we want to put ourselves in their position. But the thing that we don't know is we don't actually know the entire story. So take me for instance, as many of you know, I hit $300,000 in a month on one single product that was less than 6 months old. That happened last year. And now people will assume, wow, I can do the same thing. And realistically, yes, you very well could if you hit the right product. However, I've had years of experience that help me sort of create that impact where I can do that with product and product time and time again. Whereas you have to sort of pay your dues and learn how to do all that stuff. So again, we set ourselves up with these expectations that are really high because we want to match the next guy or gal. And realistically, it can happen, but the chances are that it's not. However, you can still set yourself up with a nice little business. And in fact, if you work on this hard enough, within the first couple months, this side business could actually get you out of your job if you're currently in one. Because let's face it, mostly everybody out there has a dead-end job where they're working at making somebody else money. So let's now talk about what we can do to hit those expectations or get near those expectations, because if you do continue to go, you will hit them. If you decide to one day just quit, well, then you're never going to hit them. So Amazon is a terrific opportunity right now. You can leverage their traffic, you can leverage all their buyers, and really allow Amazon to work for you and make you money. So let's now talk about how we pick that product. We got two tools that we highly recommend. The first is Market Intelligence, which is from Viral Launch. And the second is the Sorcerer's Sheet that we created, how I teach my students how to actually use this. And the great thing about the Sorcerer's Sheet is that this is more from a beginner's perspective. And let me talk about why. That's because you still have to do some of the investigating. What I mean by that is like the Sorcerer's Sheet requires you to actually jump onto Amazon and pick out some products that you might be interested in. So let's say you go through our sourcing process, and what you end up doing is you end up going to Amazon and you notice that you want to sell a, let's just use a fidget spinner example since it's red hot, and you want to sell a fidget spinner. You've already gone into Amazon, you've done some investigating, you've looked around and you've tried to see which product you want to sell, and you know it's a fidget spinner. And then furthermore, you've gone and you've used a tool, either Jungle Scout or Market Intelligence. Either one works well enough. And you've actually looked at it. You know that the rank, how they're selling, you know how much money they're making approximately, the number of reviews they've gotten, and what their ratings are. So you know all this information, which means you've taken some time to actually dig into the details and learn a little bit more about the fidget spinner niche in general. And this is really largely important because when you start to really know a niche and start keeping track of the things that are selling out there, you become an overall better seller. So when you first start, I highly recommend that you guys do that. It's critically important that you jump into Amazon and you look for some products to source. So that's the first way. Again, this Sorcerer's Sheet is available through us. We charge $10 for it. It's pretty good. It will tell you what looks like it's a good product to sell. And as I said before, you get all that experience by looking at the actual market itself. Now we got the second product, and this is a one-time $10 fee. We got the second product, which is the Market Intelligence, which is from Viral Launch. And with this product, all you basically do is you put in the word fidget spinner in their search to validate the product, and it goes to work for you, and it starts to pull all this data for you about the fidget spinner. Now, it pulls the same information that Jungle Scout does, However, it also makes an assessment as to the attractiveness level of this particular product idea. As you can see here, it gets a 1 star. Whereas if we did this with the sorcerer sheet, it might not get that lowest score. In fact, if I looked at the 6 criteria myself and looked here, most of the criteria meet the criteria that the sorcerer sheet requires. Now, why would Viral Launch say that this is a 1-star product idea? Well, it's simple. I can honestly tell you what it is just by looking at the statistics here, but I'm going to go ahead and let it tell you. And let's go ahead and jump in here into this VL analysis. And first and foremost, it suggests you look a bit more. And the reason why is that this product has a lot of low-rated products. So improving the quality of this product is almost mandatory. And I can tell you a little bit about that. I'm very familiar with this niche. I've sold in this niche. And the product of the bearings, the quality of the bearings are very low unless you get ceramic high-quality bearings and you have a quality control agent in China. It's simple. Second warning is the average review volume is high, which makes it a high barrier to entry. On the flip side of that, the product is also very low cost. So we're looking at fidget spinners and we're getting quotes as low as 80 cents for them. So 80 cents, if you do some giveaways, you can probably get some good reviews. It looks like the price has been dropping for this product. Make sure you're not getting into market that is cannibalizing profit margin. What does it mean by that? Well, in general, a lot of these people will take losses on it just so that they can get their product ranked. But what I'm seeing here that Viral Launch cannot actually take into consideration is that most of these products are being shipped from China. What does that mean? That means that when you actually ship them fulfillment by Amazon or FBA, your price can be a lot higher. And guess what? You could sell the shit out of them, guys. I'm not kidding with you. I have experience in this market. You could literally sell the shit out of these. So $3.99 and $1 shipping from China, $2.44 and free shipping on eligible orders. I'm willing to bet that's from China. $4.95 and guess what? Shipping from China. $2.05 and ni hao, China. $2.02 shipping from China. $4.08. $9.99. Guess what? We finally got a prime one. And how quick is it selling? It's number 16 in sports and outdoors. That means it is selling insanely hot. $3.69, not from China. $2.90 to $15.49. It's in the USA. And guess what? This one's red hot as well. Let's keep taking a look. $2.51 from China. $12.99 from China. $3.57 from China. $8.48 from China. China. And here's one in the US. And guess what it's selling? $1.53 in toys and games. I can tell you guys, $1.53 in toys and games probably sells 1,000 to 2 on a daily basis. $13.88, 5,000 in sports and outdoors sells an insane amount. Let's keep going. Those are sponsored ads. That means people are running ads to those. $25.99 and 4,600 in toys and games. I've got products that have been 4,600 and they sell pretty well. You want to get a good idea of how quickly products sell that are in the top 5,000. Don't look below 5,000 because this thing is going to be way off. And I'll show you what I'm talking about. Let's go ahead and put right in here, toys and games. We should be able to find it. It's this site called Fba Toolkit. You can use it to estimate what a product is selling. Toys and games, duh. It's because I don't have my nerd glasses on. So let's look at 4,600 in toys and games. That product sells 18 to 22 a day, guys. 18 to 22 at $25.99. That's pretty good, right? Now let's look at the one that's at $153. Keep in mind, this one's going to be way the hell off because this product, Fba Toolkit, just cannot predict very well for that. It says 85 a day. I'm willing to bet this is probably closer to 1,000 a day. I'm in the toy niche. I know it pretty well. I've hit that number a couple times, and that's about where we're at. So it says 153. I'm sorry, it says 85. They're selling the shit out of that fidget spinner, guys. $25.99 right here. Ceramic bearing. Guess what? High quality. I just told you ceramic bearing. I know this niche, and guess why? It's because I've looked at it so much because I use Method 1, which is the sorcerer sheet. So I'm not saying anything bad about market intelligence. In fact, I feel it's a pretty good tool. So the price, it doesn't give you an accurate reading of what the actual price can be because the price on these, you could sell it quite a bit. 127 in automotive, 897. You could sell this for $14.99, and I guarantee it's going to fly in automotive. It shouldn't be in there, but it will sell. $25 on this one right here. The rest of these all from China. Ni hao. Those are sponsored. And as you can see, not very many Prime. Here's another one that's Prime. It's sponsored. They're trying to move it up. $12.99 Prime. And it's $25.40 in toys and games. Super, super hot market. So price will go down, but not that much, especially come Christmas time. I still wouldn't recommend this niche for anybody that's brand new because it's just such a hot market right now. All the big guys are actually putting money into this. So that's kind of what you do when you look at a product with the sorcerer sheet versus actual viral launch on this. And that's more or less how you figure out what the bads and the pluses are on each of them. So viral launch, again, more from the automated perspective that you really want to automate. If you want to automate something in your business, it might not be a bad idea just so you could plug products in there really quick and get a good idea. But to learn the business, I highly recommend all the noobs use the sorcerer sheet because it will really give you a good idea of the entire whole market as a whole. So hopefully you learned something from this video. In the next video, I'm going to actually talk about a product that I have run through viral launch, and guess what? It said it was a 3-star, and I'll go ahead and run it again just so you can see what it says. Now I'm going to hide the product because I can't let you know what it is because I still sell the shit out of it, but it's the product that I made $300,000 in a single month. So you're going to see what market intelligence says about it. And I still went with it because it passed everything here on the sorcerer sheet. So I'm going to show that product in another video, and I'll also answer another question. And remember, in case you want to jump on my list, so I will show you what we do for selling on Amazon and how we're able to sell so much on a consistent basis. Sign up at the link below, and I will reach out to you and ask you what the one thing you want to learn about Amazon is. So until the next video, you guys take care.